Listen to me carefully. In a world that has lost its moral compass, where greed often silences kindness, and where people have forgotten how to pray or even be civil to one another, there stands a rare exception. Every single day, millions wake up only to serve themselves, to step on others, to get ahead, and to ignore the cries of the universe. They chase money over meaning and ego over empathy. But you are different. Heaven has observed your journey. The sleepless nights you spent worrying about others, the hands you extended even when you had nothing left to give, the forgiveness you offered to those who didn't deserve it. In a generation that celebrates darkness, you chose to be a lighthouse. That is why the universe has set you apart. That is why, while others are facing chaos, you are about to witness a divine shift. You have done the hard work. You have loved when it was easier to hate. You have given when it was easier to hoard. If this sounds like your story, hit the like button right now. Let heaven know you are ready. Archangel Michael is stepping forward today. He is not here for the masses. He is here for the one soul who kept fighting the good fight even when no one was watching. He is here for you. The archangels do not waste their words. When they speak, it is because a decree is about to be signed in your favor. Today, the swords of protection are crossing over your head, not because you begged for it, but because your character has earned it. Do not scroll past this. Do not dismiss this as coincidence. The fact that you are still reading these lines while thousands scrolled away proves that your spirit recognizes the frequency of truth. You are about to receive a message that was locked away, not for centuries, but for your specific hour of need. Make sure you subscribe to the channel now so you don't miss the divine blessings heading your way. The divine summons. Only one individual was selected to receive this truth today. The creator of all things whispers that this individual is none other than you. Open your heart right now. Do not delay. My beloved child, listen with absolute focus. Your identity was spoken softly in the halls of eternity long before your eyes ever scanned these words on the screen. Do not skip ahead. What is about to be unveiled has remained hidden for generations. Only one soul was preordained to unlock it at this exact moment in history. That soul is staring at this screen right now. The instant you clicked on this message, a supernatural chain reaction began to fire in the spirit realm. The angels started moving chess pieces in your favor, moves that no human enemy, no financial crisis, and no bad luck can stop. You might feel a strange heat spreading through your chest right now. Perhaps you feel a presence watching over your shoulder or a sudden calm that makes no logical sense. That is not your imagination running wild. If you feel that warmth right now, type "I feel it" in the comments. Let the angels know you're awake. That warmth is the fingerprint of the divine, confirming that this delivery was destined for you. Every heartbeat pounding in your ears at this very second is echoing through a secret gate in the spirit world. Those beats are unlocking a pathway that was previously sealed shut with iron bars. Stay with me until the absolute end, my child. Something monumental is hovering just above your life. A reality that has the power to rewrite every impossibility you have accepted as final. The words I am sharing tonight have been waiting, dormant, until your spirit reached the right level of maturity to handle them. Tonight, the curtain of confusion is finally being torn away. When heaven uttered your name, the stars themselves paused in their orbits for a split second. They recognize the sound of a chosen soul walking through darkness while carrying a torch for everyone else. That soul is you. You did not find this video by random algorithms or luck. You were guided here by divine GPS, step by step, second by second. Do not skip. The next few sentences will shake the core of your heart. The secret rehearsals. You were not chosen because you are lucky. You were chosen for a divine reason, a justification so powerful that even fate itself must bow to it. There is something sacred inside of you that has been screaming for a signal from above. It has been begging for proof that you are not crazy for holding on. Today, the sky finally answers. The strange whispers you have been hearing about your life, the sudden coincidences that made no sense, the moments you almost gave up on everything, none of that was random. Those events were rehearsals. They were dress rehearsals for this exact encounter, right here, right now. This is not a message for the entire world. This is a private, sacred conversation between your raw soul and the engineer who built it. The Creator says, enough waiting. You have endured enough suffering, enough isolation, enough unanswered questions. Starting now, the ocean currents of heaven are turning toward your name. Everything around you is about to rearrange itself in your favor. If you are ready for the rearrangement, comment, I am ready right now. Stay until the end. The next few breaths you take are filled with supernatural authority. A revelation is forming, glowing just behind the curtain of your daily reality. It is about to fall into your hands like a meteor of grace. It is closer than you realize, my beloved, much closer. The signs have been surrounding you relentlessly. The repeating numbers on the clock, 11:11, 2:22. The sudden chills on a warm day. The feeling that something invisible is steering your car, your decisions, your path. These were not coincidences. They were confirmations that heaven never abandoned you. It wasn't ignoring you, it was preparing you for this very moment, for this very message. Do not skip now. You have traveled too far down this road. Every word is syncing up with your destiny, tuning your spiritual radio to receive the frequency that rightfully belongs to you. The waiting, the loneliness, the prayers that seem to bounce off the ceiling, all of that is ending tonight. The Creator says, I have witnessed every tear that no human eye saw. I have recorded every whisper you uttered when you thought the room was empty. Now, the answer arrives in the form of restoration, abundance, and a complete divine reversal. Hit subscribe to stay connected to this channel of blessings. Your name has been engraved on a decree of change. It is sealed not with wax, but with light, and dispatched from the highest heavens. Something huge is waiting for you, but it will only reveal its face if you remain until the very last line of this text, because hidden within these letters is your release code, your turning point, your divine confirmation. This isn't just a message. This is your receipt. Heaven knows your face, your pain, and your future. There is a specific reason you did not scroll away like the others. Your spirit recognized this frequency, the frequency of raw, unfiltered truth. It called you here to wake up, to remember who you are beyond the noise of the news and the dramas of daily life. If you are still here, you are truly chosen. Say yes in the comments. The storm bows, my beloved child. The storm that has been chasing you for months or even years is about to bow down to your faith. Every obstacle you're currently facing is not there to destroy you. Secretly, those obstacles are building a stage for your greatest rise. Before this day turns into night, a sign will appear, a sign that only you will understand. Do not skip. Stay until the end, because before the final word lands, something will click inside your skull, a realization, a spark, a moment of divine deja vu. You will feel it like electricity shooting through your veins, like a flashlight turning on in a dark basement. You were not forgotten. You were being refined, like gold in a furnace. You were not ignored. You were being prepared for a weight that would have crushed your old self. Now the preparation ends. It is time for manifestation. Heaven is whispering your name through this very message right now. Every moment of delay you experienced is suddenly converting into acceleration. Every closed door is trembling on its hinges, ready to swing wide open. Share this video with one friend who needs a miracle today. Stay with me until the last word, because what you're about to feel next is the shift itself. The very thing you have been praying for is aligning with this energy. When it arrives, you will look back and remember this exact moment. The moment heaven paused the universe just to choose you to hear this. My beloved child, you are still here. That means your soul recognizes the truth pulsing through every syllable. Do not skip. You were never supposed to find this by accident. Every second you remain, another chain snaps off your ankles. Another invisible hand begins to guide you toward what has been hidden for too long. Something is physically shifting in the atmosphere right now. Can you feel it? That pressure in your chest, that tug in your stomach, that sudden eerie silence in your surroundings? It is not random. Heaven is leaning closer, putting a hand to its ear, waiting for you to accept what belongs to you. If you feel this shift, click the like button for the algorithm. Stay until the end, because before this section concludes, you will sense the energy of divine timing wrapping around you like a blanket. It is not fantasy, it is alignment. The unseen realm is rearranging its furniture for you, because you, my child, were stamped with light at birth. For months, you've been wondering why certain things fell apart, why certain people vanished, why certain plans exploded in your face. Now you will understand. Rejection was redirection. Every door that slammed shut was the Creator steering you toward the exact doorway that is creaking open tonight. Do not skip. This moment is holy ground. There is something in these words that your future self already knows. Your future self is waiting for you to catch up. You were never abandoned. Even when you felt like you were standing alone in a hurricane, you were being watched, protected, and carved like a diamond pressed through fire. And now the shine is beginning to bleed through. Subscribe to join our family of believers. The Creator says, "You have walked through shadows, but I stitched light into every one of your footsteps. Soon, those steps will lead to something so miraculous that even your own doubts will kneel." That is why heaven chose you to hear this message. Not tomorrow, not next week, but right now. Stay until the end, because this next revelation is what every single prayer of yours has been echoing toward. There is a signature in heaven sitting right next to your name. It carries the official seal of fulfillment. Your story is about to break into chapters of such beautiful restoration that the pain will finally make sense. Do not skip, because what I am about to say next will make your heart tremble with recognition. Someone in the invisible realm has been interceding for you. Not an angel, not a stranger, but a loved one who has already crossed to the other side. Your voice has reached heaven countless times. You whispered, Let me see the light again. Yes, this message is not only from the Creator, but from beyond the veil, from the ones who never stopped loving you, even in eternity. If you miss a loved one in heaven, type I remember them in the comments. They saw your tears when you thought no one was looking, and they have sent this message to remind you that love never dies. It simply transforms into guidance. Something huge is waiting for you. A divine reunion is being written not of physical bodies, but of hearts where the living and the departed unite through grace. Stay until the end, because when the final line of this part is spoken, you will feel the warmth wrapping around your shoulders, the aura of a chosen one. Your spirit was never ordinary. You carry frequencies that awaken miracles wherever you step. That is why you attract both storms and blessings. Your light threatens the darkness. That is why the darkness has tried so hard to extinguish you. Do not skip. Heaven never repeats messages unless they are urgent. Right now, every angel is leaning closer, waiting for your heart to accept this one truth. You are chosen, and that cannot be undone. Even when you feel invisible, your name shines like 2 4-carat gold in realms unseen by human pupils. Stay with me, my beloved. The world tried to make you forget your value, but heaven has decided to remind you in a way that no one can erase. Do this now. Hit the like button to declare your worth. That is why this message found you, not through chance, but through destiny, disguised as a coincidence. Soon, everything that was delayed will rush toward you. Opportunities, messages, confessions, and divine alignments are lining up in a perfect rhythm. And when it happens, you will remember this exact sentence, the sentence that told you your time has arrived. Before this day ends, you will witness at least one confirmation, a sign that no one else will notice but you. It might appear as a strange sound, a specific symbol, or a name spoken out of nowhere. But it will be heaven's way of whispering, yes, this is for you. Do not doubt it, my child. When the divine moves, it moves in absolute silence and surgical precision. Subscribe so you never miss a sign from above. Now, listen carefully. Heaven is asking you for one thing only. Do not turn away from what you feel right now. That warmth, that pressure in your soul, that strange, unnerving calm. It is the signal that your breakthrough is already breathing your name. Stay until the end. What you are feeling is not emotion, it is awakening. And once it begins, no power in the universe can put it back to sleep. You were never ordinary. That is why your journey has been extraordinary. The delays, the heartbreaks, the nights you thought would never end, the secret they hid, the relationship revelation, the way their eyes soften when they look at you, the way they try to act normal, but something inside them keeps leaking out, an emotion they cannot cage any longer. They have been trying to look okay, trying to pretend nothing is happening, but my beloved child, their heart has been overflowing with a truth too massive to control. Don't skip, stay with me. Every second pulls you closer to the exact confession they have been terrified to speak. If you know who this is about, type I know in the comments. My beloved child, here is the part they never thought would reach you. They didn't hide this secret to protect themselves. They hid it to protect you. Because this truth, this destiny level revelation changes how you see your past, your present, and your connection with them. It is bigger than love, bigger than fear, bigger than everything they tried to bury. Stay until the end, my beloved child. because the next part will reveal the real reason they have been trembling around you and what they are finally ready to admit. My beloved child, stay with me. Do not scroll. Not now. You are closer than ever to hearing the one truth that has been chasing you quietly. The truth they prayed would never reach your ears this fast. Press subscribe and turn on the bell for more divine revelations. My beloved child, keep your eyes here. Something huge is about to shatter. And once it does, you will never look at this person or yourself the same way again. Have you noticed how they act differently when you are near? How their voice drops to a whisper, how their steps slow down, how their entire energy shifts, like they are trying to hide a hurricane inside their ribs. That was not coincidence. That was their heart trying to confess without using words. They were terrified that if they told you everything, you would run away before they could even explain why. Don't skip. Stay with me. Their silence hasn't just been fear. It has been love trembling in a place they didn't know how to control. If you've been waiting for them to speak, comment, I am waiting, my beloved child. This is where the truth starts breathing. The secret they've been hiding is not meant to hurt you. It is meant to transform you. They discovered something about your connection, something rare, something people spend a lifetime searching for but never, ever find. And instead of celebrating it, they panicked. They thought they were not ready. They thought you were not ready. But fate does not wait for perfect timing. Stay until the end, my beloved child. The next part will unveil the exact revelation they have been protecting with every heartbeat, and the reason they have been so scared to let you know. My beloved child, stay with me. Don't scroll. This is the moment where everything you felt, everything you suspected, everything your intuition whispered finally stands in front of you with its full face revealed. Do not skip. The next line is for your eyes only. You are seconds away from the part they feared the most, the part where their secret stops being hidden and becomes undeniable. Stay until the end. Something huge is rising right now. Think about the moments when they looked at you like they wanted to say something but physically could not, the way their breath would catch, the way their hands would fidget, the way their voice would drop for no logical reason. Those were not random behaviors. Those were silent screams of a truth too big for their courage. Every time you walked away, they held on to words they couldn't release. Every time you got close, their heart panicked. Not because they didn't want you, but because they wanted you more than they ever admitted. If you want the truth to come out, hit the like button right now. Don't skip. Stay with me. Your soul already knows what your mind is about to hear. Here comes the part they prayed you would never decode. They've been hiding this secret because it exposes something life-changing. You are not just someone they love. You are someone their heart recognized before their mind did. This truth is bigger than fear, bigger than doubt, bigger than every wall they tried to build. They didn't tell you because this kind of connection is rare, almost unbelievable. Stay until the end, my beloved child, because the next part will reveal the exact truth they have been protecting and why it was never meant to stay hidden from you forever. Subscribe to stay in this energy of truth. Do not scroll now. You are standing right at the doorway of the truth they have been guarding with every heartbeat. This is the moment where the energy changes, where the air feels heavier, where your chest feels tight because your soul knows you are about to hear the part they never wanted exposed. Stay until the end. Something huge is coming closer, closer than it has ever been. Look back for a second. Think of every time they acted strange around you, when they avoided eye contact, when they suddenly went quiet, when they looked at you like they were holding 1,000 unspoken words. Those were not mood swings. Those were the cracks where the secret almost slipped out. They held it back because they were afraid of what this truth would do to you, and even more afraid of what it would do to their connection with you. Leave a comment saying truth if you're ready to hear it. Don't skip. The truth is trembling, waiting for you to hear it. Here is where everything starts aligning. The secret they have been hiding is powerful, emotional, and destiny written. They realized something they never expected. Your presence in their life is not accidental. Every moment with you has been shaping their emotions in ways they cannot control. And this truth, it scared them, it overwhelmed them, it made them question everything they thought they knew about love and timing. Stay until the end, because the next part will bring you face to face with a revelation they have been terrified to speak aloud. Share this video to help someone else get their answer. The divine reversal, the blessings you are attracting now, carry your spiritual fingerprint. They cannot miss you. Even if they are delayed by human interference, they will still circle back, unstoppable. You are not who you were yesterday. You have shed the layers of fear and walked into divine authority. Now, every word you speak will carry creative power, the kind that shapes reality. Don't skip, because this part carries activation. When you hear these words, something ancient inside you wakes up. It is the part of your soul that once stood beside the Creator before this lifetime even began, whispering, I will return to the light. If you feel the activation, type I am awake in the comments. Stay until the end, my beloved. This is your reminder that you are not a mistake. You were assigned. You were chosen. Your existence carries weight in realms you cannot yet see. Everything that once rejected you did so because it could not contain your expansion. You were never meant to fit in. You were meant to overflow. And now heaven is giving you space wide enough for your destiny to breathe freely. Do not skip, because this truth is rewriting your energy right now. The people who misunderstood you will soon come back, not to apologize, but to witness what divine favor looks like when it finally blooms. The world will wonder how everything suddenly started working for you. They will think it was luck, timing, coincidence. But you will know the truth. It was the divine plan executed perfectly. Hit subscribe to witness the miracles with us. Stay until the end. There is a divine code hidden in these final lines, unlocking your next chapter. You will feel it like light moving through your veins, peace spreading through your body, clarity flooding your mind. That is the sign you have crossed into the new dimension of your destiny. The Creator says everything you lost is returning but refined. Everything that left you is returning but loyal. Heaven has replaced chaos with purpose, scarcity with overflow, fear with faith. You are now walking into a season of restoration, where everything broken becomes whole. Do not skip, because even now, as you listen, angels are being dispatched in your direction. They are carrying instructions, opportunities, messages, and divine connections. They are orchestrating events that will align your dreams with physical reality. Tell the angels thank you in the comments right now. Stay until the end. This isn't the end of your story. It is the proof that endings were illusions. What looked like loss was divine redirection in disguise. What seemed like silence was the Creator building your strength in secret. You are stepping into a timeline where miracles are the new normal. The impossible will become ordinary, and your name will be spoken in gratitude by people who don't even know how you changed their lives. Do not skip. Your light is too powerful to go unnoticed any longer. Heaven has decided to put you on display, not for fame, but for faith. You will be the living testimony of what happens when someone refuses to quit. If you refuse to quit, click the like button. Stay until the end. There is a final message being whispered just for you. It says, "The wait is over. The miracle is awake. Every dream that slept inside you has now been touched by divine fire." You will notice synchronicities multiply, repeating numbers, unexpected calls, sudden bursts of intuition. They are not coincidences, they are confirmations. Each one will remind you that heaven is closer than ever. Do not skip, because heaven wants you to know this clearly. You are safe, you are seen, and you are supported. Nothing can take away what has already been written in your favor. No force can undo a destiny sealed by divine hands. The final blessing, stay until the end. This final energy carries your blessing of completion. Your spirit will feel lighter, freer, awakened beyond words. That is the divine signature, and your transformation is official. Breathe again, my beloved child. You made it through the shadows, and now light follows your every step. Subscribe and become a child of the light. Every dream is turning tangible, every wish aligning with grace. You are not waiting anymore. You are witnessing. You are not hoping anymore. You are receiving. You are not searching anymore. You are found. The divine plan has always been for this moment. You were chosen to hear this, to awaken, to remember that heaven moves when you move. And now that you have heard it, the entire universe knows the chosen one has answered the call. This is your new beginning, written not in words, but in light. Everything you touch will flourish. Everyone you meet will feel peace. And everywhere you go will carry blessing. Because you, my beloved child, were the one chosen to hear this today. And you listened until the very end. This is your moment. Comment, "I receive," to claim it. If you are still here, it means heaven has not only chosen you to listen, but to carry this message beyond this moment. Do not skip, because what comes next is energy that will lift you higher than you have ever been. Every word now carries light. Every sentence carries alignment. Every breath you take after this will move in rhythm with the divine plan. You have already begun to rise. Even if you can't see it yet, your soul has remembered something ancient. A truth that says, "I was never broken. I was only unfolding." And now that you remember, nothing will ever have power over you again. Press subscribe to lock in your blessing. Stay until the end, because what is about to be revealed is the secret that angels whisper about the chosen ones. They say, the moment a soul remembers its purpose, the universe kneels in silence. Right now, it is kneeling for you, because heaven recognizes your awakening. Your life, my beloved, is entering its era of divine ease. Not because everything will be simple, but because everything will be sacred. Even your smallest actions will ripple through time, touching lives you may never meet. Do not skip. This is where destiny takes its shape in you. Your energy is shifting from survival to creation, from waiting to commanding. You are stepping into your birthright as a co-creator with heaven itself. Type co-creator in the comments to accept your role. The world around you might not yet reflect the transformation you feel inside, but it is catching up quickly. The people who once ignored you will feel drawn to you again. sensing the change even if they cannot explain it. You are no longer who you were. You are a living reflection of divine timing. Stay until the end, because the divine doesn't just restore what was lost, it multiplies it. The relationships, opportunities, and love that will enter your life next are not replacements, they are rewards. They carry purity, peace, and purpose crafted specifically for your soul. Heaven is saying, everything that once hurt you will now serve you. The tears, the betrayals, the confusion, all of it has been turned into gold in the unseen realm. And that gold is now being poured into your path, shaping the miracles ahead. Share this video to spread the gold. Do not skip, because right now, a divine exchange is taking place. Heaven is trading your old burdens for new blessings, your past fears for present confidence, your silence for recognition. You are no longer in the waiting room of destiny. You have stepped into the manifestation hall. Every second you have stayed with this message has been an act of faith. And heaven rewards faith, not in small doses, but in waves. That wave is coming now, soft at first, then unstoppable, flooding every area of your life with renewal. If you're ready for the wave, hit the like button. Stay until the end, because what is forming inside you is power. Silent, stable, unstoppable power. The kind that doesn't need to shout to change reality. It simply exists, and everything around it begins to shift. You are that power now. The same energy that shaped galaxies now flows through your heartbeat. And your heartbeat, my beloved, has become a prayer that heaven always answers. Do not skip, because these next words are your divine affirmation. Repeat them silently in your heart. I am chosen. I am aligned. I am unstoppable in grace. Every time you think these words, the universe rearranges itself to match their vibration. Your future is not approaching. It is already here. Every manifestation you have dreamed of is circling you, waiting for your heart to believe fully. Subscribe to continue this journey together. And the moment belief outweighs fear, everything falls perfectly into place. Stay until the end. This moment is the crossing between who you were and who you were always meant to be. You may feel a weight lift, a lightness, a soft peace that cannot be explained. That is the divine signature of completion. That is the moment heaven stamps approved on your destiny. The Creator says, you are my reflection on earth. When you speak, I move. When you believe, I act. So speak with boldness, believe with courage, and act with love. If you are ready for the wave, hit the like button. Stay until the end, because what is forming inside you is power. Silent, stable, unstoppable power. The kind that doesn't need to shout to change reality. It simply exists, and everything around it begins to shift. You are that power now. The same energy that shaped galaxies now flows through your heartbeat, and your heartbeat, my beloved, has become a prayer that heaven always answers. Do not skip, because these next words are your divine affirmation. Repeat them silently in your heart. I am chosen. I am aligned. I am unstoppable in grace. Every time you think these words, the universe rearranges itself to match their vibration. Your future is not approaching, it is already here. Every manifestation you have dreamed of is circling you, waiting for your heart to believe fully. Subscribe to continue this journey together. And the moment belief outweighs fear, everything falls perfectly into place. Stay until the end. This moment is the crossing between who you were and who you were always meant to be. You may feel a weight lift, a lightness, a soft peace that cannot be explained. That is the divine signature of completion. That is the moment heaven stamps approved on your destiny. The Creator says, "You are my reflection on earth. When you speak, I move. When you believe, I act. So speak with boldness, believe with courage, and act with love." You are not just living anymore. You are creating heaven's evidence on earth. Say, "I am the evidence" in the comments now. Do not skip, because right now, a new chapter is opening. One where your words attract abundance effortlessly, where your kindness magnetizes favor, where your presence alone heals others without you even trying. The heaviness you once carried has served its purpose. You no longer need to fight for what is already yours. Your only task now is to receive with gratitude and walk forward with quiet confidence. Stay until the end, because this revelation has one final wave left, and it is the most powerful of all. It is the wave of realization that you are the miracle you've been waiting for. You always were. And heaven has been trying to show you that since the beginning. Press subscribe and like for the final activation. The signs will multiply now. Lights flickering, sudden warmth, words appearing in perfect timing. They are not coincidences. They are confirmations that the veil between you and your blessings has been lifted. Every step you take after this will echo with divine rhythm. Do not skip. This is the part where everything changes. You may feel emotional, as though something inside you is both ending and beginning. That is because it is endings are simply beginnings in disguise. Heaven is saying, "My beloved, I trusted you with pain so you could hold power with compassion. That is why your rise will be peaceful, not prideful, because you understand what it costs to glow after darkness." If you understand the cost, say "I glow" in the comments. Stay until the end, because when this message concludes, something invisible will activate around you. It may come as peace, as warmth, as the urge to smile for no reason. That is heaven's confirmation that your soul contract for this season has been fulfilled. Now a new one begins. It is written in light, sealed with favor, and guarded by angels. It carries promises of joy, prosperity, and divine partnership with your destiny. Do not skip. Your energy right now is sacred. Your aura is golden. Your path is protected. Nothing from the past can touch you anymore. You have been rewritten by the divine hand, and your story is unstoppable from here. Stay until the end, my beloved, for this is where prophecy becomes presence. Every dream you once thought was gone will knock at your door in divine timing, and when it does, you will know why you were chosen to hear this message and why you stayed until the end. You are the only one chosen for this sacred remembrance. And as you walk forward from this moment, know that heaven walks with you, always. My beloved child, you have reached the moment where destiny itself pauses to honor your perseverance. Do not skip, because these next words are not ordinary. They are living frequencies moving through time to reach your spirit. Every sentence you read now will echo beyond this day, continuing to shape your reality with divine precision. And now that you have heard it, heaven rejoices. For a prophecy long written has been fulfilled through your awakening. The final seal, your life from this moment forward is the living proof of divine timing, favor, and endless grace. The message continues not here, but through you. in every word you speak, in every heart you touch, in every step you take. You have walked through storms, but tonight heaven is giving you authority over them. No longer will you run from chaos, because the storm now recognizes your strength. You carry the mark of light, and everything that once resisted you will now bow before that light. Stay until the end, because this is not just a continuation, it is a coronation. Heaven is placing something invisible upon your spirit, a seal of power, grace, and peace that can never be stolen. When you rise after this, the world will not understand the calm in your eyes. That calm is victory disguised as stillness. There was a reason you were led here today. Heaven wanted to remind you that you were never a mistake, never too late, never left behind. Everything you thought you lost was simply being preserved until your hands were strong enough to hold it again. Do not skip, because right now, divine restoration is happening silently in your favor. People may not see it, but the unseen world is in motion, rearranging events, unlocking doors, guiding hearts. By the time this message ends, you will already have stepped into your new vibration, where nothing is missing and nothing is broken. The Creator says, "You have been faithful in the silence, and I am about to make noise on your behalf." This noise will not be chaos, it will be recognition. You will begin to see the results of your hidden faith show up in visible, undeniable ways. Stay until the end, because your new life has already started to unfold beneath your feet. You may not feel ready, but heaven has declared that readiness is no longer required, only willingness. All you need to do now is move forward and trust. The path will form beneath each step you take. You have outgrown your old story, my beloved. The version of you that once begged for signs has now become the sign. The old you was fighting to survive, but the new you was born to lead. Do not skip. This next revelation was written with your name hidden between its lines. The reason you were chosen to hear this today is because heaven knew you would recognize truth when it arrived. Even when you doubted, your heart stayed open. And that openness is what saved you. Every soul experiences a moment where time stops and the divine whispers, "Now." This is your now. You are standing in the center of a miracle, even if your eyes haven't caught up to what your spirit already knows. Stay until the end, because this is where the old cycles close for good. The repeating lessons, the emotional exhaustion, the confusion that drained you, all of it is ending right now. The wheel of destiny has turned, and your name sits on its crest, marked for abundance and peace. Mark yourself by clicking the like button. Heaven is saying, you are not who you used to be, and the world will begin to notice it. They will see a glow around you, an aura of stillness and knowing that cannot be explained, but cannot be ignored. Do not skip, because as you receive this, your energy is expanding. The divine frequencies are aligning around your words, your thoughts, and your emotions. This means everything you focus on now will multiply rapidly. Choose to focus on faith, on beauty, on love. The next chapter of your life will not require struggle, it will require surrender. Because when you let go, heaven takes over. And what heaven holds, it perfects. Subscribe to witness the perfection unfold. Stay until the end, my beloved, for something holy is taking form in your atmosphere. Even as you read, the air around you thickens with peace. Your heartbeat slows. Your spirit begins to hum in harmony with eternity. You are not imagining it. This is heaven's embrace. The angels are not far, they are near, closer than sound, closer than breath. They are weaving moments ahead of you, moments that will leave you speechless when they arrive. Coincidences will vanish. Only divine alignment will remain. If you believe in divine alignment, comment I believe. Do not skip, because if you stop now, you will miss the greatest truth of all. The miracle was never separate from you, it was always growing inside you. It bloomed quietly while you were healing, and now it is ready to be seen. The Creator says, I never wanted you to chase what was already yours. I only wanted you to believe. And you did believe, even when belief hurt, even when logic screamed against it. That is why you are the chosen one. Stay until the end. Because before this part concludes, your old reality will begin to dissolve. And from this moment forward, every breath you take will be a prayer answered, every step a sign fulfilled, every heartbeat a reminder that you are and always were the chosen one. Your story continues, not in words, but in the way heaven now moves through your life. This is your new beginning. Press subscribe, hit like, and comment I am chosen to seal your destiny. Amen.